What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is Moore, and his opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Kimo. The map is Arctic Craters, and this is the semi-finals of the Champions League Season 1. What a time to be alive. These players have been playing so exceptionally well throughout the entire tournament to make it to this point. So absolute kudos to them. If you win this series, you are guaranteed prize money. And honestly, even if you lose this series, you still go down in history as one of the 4 players to have made it through on this grueling 2-month experiment of a tournament, which players seem to have enjoyed. Viewers definitely have sent their love and respect for what these guys have done, creating some very, very exciting matches all throughout with very, very unique takes on the game. And we will be seeing something completely new here. We haven't seen this matchup on this map in this entire tournament. We have a very good game ahead of us, to be sure. We've got Moore saving his boar here. He's moving forward up onto these elk that he can spot. The map is Arctic Craters. If you were here for the pre-stream on Twitch before we get going, I talked about some of the advantages and disadvantages of this map. However, now we can visualize and we see that this gold mine here, in range of some things from the top of this hill, would be able to get that bonus damage dealt down. It's a really good attacking point there. And if we move over onto Kimo's perspective here, he's actually got both of his gold mines forward here with the big slope up here. So if there's any sort of Arcus harass that might happen, not sure if it will, or termite, I'm pretty sure the range is maybe a little bit too slow to harass this, or too small to harass this, I should say. Might be huge. We do see Kimo picking up a relic here. He's found the scales of Katobla Pass. This may be a reason to go Bast here. It's a high hunt map, or relatively high hunt map, and a very open map. And Sphinx could be an option here, but I do expect Kimo to play relatively safe with this back gold mine here. Grabbing this early town center and trying to secure this location may be key. There is a big point in which Moore can just walk straight through here and hit this gold mine, though. It's this double medium gold mine Arctic craters. I'm pretty sure that happens every single map iteration, so you do have to deal with that. But both of these gold mines being forward may be a difficult time for Kimo to defend against it. So we'll see what he picks, how he decides to go this, if he does go for some classical age shenanigans. We see Moore throwing this temple down right next to his gold mine here, just to make it a little bit more difficult to harass it, getting all of that stuff there. We see villagers moving up onto this wood nice and early. Maybe Kimo going for what looks to be, it has to have been a 4-minute advance time from Moore. He's only got 6 villages, right? Yep, 6 villages. So he's going for a 4-minute here. I think he is a little bit slow on it. Yeah, about 5 seconds. So 4:05 here. The 5 seconds is not going to matter that much, but Kimo hasn't even got his temple up. He's grabbing, no, he still has the same relic here. We've got a relic over here that can be grabbed. It is a black lotus. Huge relic to be grabbed. There's 2 other relics that spawn on this map. It is a 4 relic map. We've got the shingles of steel, and we also have the monkey head here. Question is, though, for Moore, can he find anything to hit with these oracles? He's going to be searching around. He sees this town center. So this is huge for Moore. He may be able to deny Kimo this beautiful town center here, which does cut the path to this gold mine off if he decides to heroize these oracles here. Now, we see military barracks, counter barracks here with a 4-minute advance time, 6 villages. That's going to be difficult to see. Oh, interesting to see if he can get those Murmillo out and support that. There's the Valor seeing this location here. He's moving around and he's searching for villages in this location. We see Kimo starting to make a dart for it at this point, and Moore deciding to push it back as he thought he was moving in there. That is some very, very lucky scouting there. He sees the oracles moving back. That granary gives him all the information that Kimo needs, and really nice really nice adaptation there from Kimo to start bailing out on that food early, and he realizes Kimo has not scouted that, and these oracles not going to be getting anything. We see Anvil of Hephaestus here for Kimo. The wall's coming up, Promethean coming in here, and we're going to see the Pharaoh trying to take this Promethean down, even with only 3.6 damage, still does quite a bit, and villagers have to move on to straggler trees. But remember, Ra only needs, 250 wood plus the 120. So after that, pickaxe, plow, and Shadoof is going to be totally fine. So Tars coming through here, just about to hit. We'll see if these villagers run onto this town center straight away. The Oracle's going to be heading over here just to deny that one. Wadget's out. Pharaoh is going to be able to pick off that Promethean in the front. Gets another one there as well. The small Promethean offspring. Termite turning around to fight this here. And Kimo has managed to defend this with this nice wall. Going to be attempting to throw up another wall. The Oracles, however, have found the villagers over here. Going to be turning around. He already picks off one shifting sands into the base here to pull these Oracles in, and the Oracle's already making a bailout there. He's going to probably lose one or two of them there as the Watchtower is going to hit it. Not quite going to get two of them. They're quite fast with the 4.0 speed, but he takes a lot of damage. Did get one villager pick off there, though. So now the question is, where does Kimo go from here? Does he continue to attempt to get this town center? Does he go one town center? He's going for barracks here. Needs to get out some slingers, perhaps. But with the really bad wood line that he's got, it may be difficult to even just get the wood he needs to make slingers here. So double barracks from Kimo. We'll see what he can do. Maybe just a little bit will be enough. And we are seeing the scouting coming in for more. Still checking out this wood line, making sure that's not getting grabbed. And more can definitely go for some sort of a wood staff here. Really aggressive. Does lose one Murmillo there. The tower going to be picking off this Terma as well. As more not paying attention to it. Does take half damage there, but does switch, fix that one up. There's the Valor getting his first hero citizen. The citizen going to be moving forward, going to be attempting to get that second town center, it looks like. Not sure he's going to be getting too much else there. Villagers still on this hunt here. He's getting Skin of the Rhino, not herdables here. He's getting Skin of the Rhino. He's got Plow. He's got Shadoof. He's got two gold mines, but this gold mine is going to be really difficult to secure. And Kimo is pausing to say a second. He needs a second, then we will give it to him. Wow. Alrighty. So second town center coming up for more. This is a perfect situation for him. He's managed to deny the second town center, find the second hunt of Kimo, pick off one villager with the early Oracle heroes, even though I'm surprised he managed to get one there. Maybe Kimo was a little bit late on the shifting sands. And now Kimo has gone double barracks here, and he's making spearmen out of one of them. That's pretty crazy. He doesn't have a shifting sand, so he can't even go for like a Joe's style like segment shifting sands villager push to pick off the entire base of more. So I'm not sure what Kimo's options are here, apart from just try and get to the heroic age. He's spamming out the farms now. Going to be building them all up and then raining. If you check out the resources, he's 41 population with a lot of resources in the bank. So he probably can get up, but he hasn't thrown up the armory yet. So that's a little bit of a mistake. There's the rain from Kimo. Second town center almost up here, still spamming out those units, not making any more Murmillo. He doesn't need to make the Murmillo at this stage of the game, though. You should be a little bit worried about cavalry spam from one town center, Ra, because that's kind of the unit that they want to be making because they get so much extra food. But we have spearmen out. Quite a few. So Kimo's going to be looking for some spearmen raids here. Role-playing as Kopesh. If these were Kopesh, they'd be so brutally strong against the Oranos because you're going to keep him in his base having to deal with that. But the spearmen, if they get caught out, it's a big issue because he's going to get a lot of harass done. But if he gets caught out, he loses a lot of resources. Right here is about 500 food. Spearman going to be scouting around, searching for something. He's just going to miss that town center going up, but does not matter. Armory coming up for more as well. He's looking like he wants to get through Hyperion here and go for some really aggressive heroic age stuff here. Kimo almost in the next stage. A little bit short on gold because he made, 16 farms? 16 farms. So he's going to have a lot more economy to play with. He can play very defensive behind it, but it's going to be a tough time to get to that next stage. He's got a lot of villagers on the gold mine. Does have pickaxe. And we see medium spearman is out here. Wadget in the back going to be able to help out a lot with this fight here, killing off that Promethean as well. Really nice micro from Kimo so far. Picks off all of these more units. Meanwhile, we see the spears here in the base of Moore. He may be able to get a villager pick off here if he can surround one of these citizens, and he does manage to do so, forcing out the shockwave. Moore trying to get this citizen in, and he does get it inside his town center, so he manages to keep that one alive. Does not lose one, but he is down a shockwave. Loses this fight as well, as Kimo is still spamming out those spearmen as well. Do we see a heroic age? We see a Thea coming in for more, so Kimo really needs to find some value here. The Oracle hero is going to spot these villagers moving over here, but there is already a Promethean. There's plenty of spearmen already here for Kimo, and Kimo, he's got the food, he's got the... he doesn't quite have the gold to advance, and in fact, he's going to be spending it on this town center here. This Pharaoh is going to quickly pick off this Promethean, though. So the harass that's going to do is not too much, but Moore's already pushing in with his Terma. Pharaoh empowering this, it does help out quite a bit. There is one hero Terma here to pick off that Wadget, but he decides against his better judgment there. The Spearman coming, they spot the citizen here, but I think he just missed them. They were just out of line of sight, and Moore does pull those citizen over here onto this other berry bush, going after the man. Going to attempt to pick that one off. There's the Thea for more. So playing for more of that late game, not going for the Hyperion all in. And he does pick off one Murmillo there before the Stymphalienberg going to come over and push these spearmen away. And that's a palace there he's trying to put up, but he's deciding against it. For some other reason. Not sure what he's going to be getting there. We see Sekhmet coming in for Kimo now. That is an interesting decision there. Normally we see Horus in this situation for Kimo, but the Sekhmet, maybe Kimo feels like he's only going to be on 2 town centers. He's going to need the extra 50 population to make it a little bit easier. Grabbing this town center is going to be a little bit harder. Nice raid from Moore here onto Kimo's villagers, almost picking off 2 of them. Probably going to get that one as well as another villager here just waiting to get attacked. We do see the Wadget getting some damage done. Pharaoh in the back going to be able to pick off at least a Promethean offspring. The Wadget does get picked off in the front. And Moore is just steamrolling ahead. The Spearman still looking for something to do over here, but he has lost a lot of that aggressive ability that he can get out of those Spearmen with that Stymphalienberg flying overhead. However, now Kimo's got this gold mine. The wall's coming up. He's going to be completely fine there to secure that location, and he should start just chopping wood back here as well. It's very defensive. Throw up a Migdol stronghold. Not going to be able to get raided anymore. There's the segment for Kimo. He's throwing up a second monument as well, so we'll see how much favor does he have in the back. He's got 36 favor. I'm not sure that this is going to be much of a muchness with the Scarabs. This may be more of a scare tactic, and also having the extra 50 population for an early mythic age here. We see the marker going up. This Migdol stronghold cuts off this attack onto the gold mine. Also semi-secures this gold mine, and then a wall over here gets this gold mine secured for Kimo. So he's playing nice and slow and methodically. We don't see a third town center here for Moore. That may be the other thing that this segment does. It does make Moore scared to get a third town center. So Moore might think, hey, you went segment here. I'm going to go for a fast Hecate and get out Lampades to counter any sort of push that the Scarab's going to be making. But Kimo has made 2 Scarabs here, and he's garrisoned one of them. And with the relics, you cannot tell. Okay, tell a lie. He's ungarrisoned the Scarabs. How's the resources going? He's not looking like he's going to the mythic age here. He's got a lot of spears. He doesn't have that shifting sands anymore, which is so big. And I kind of wish that he did pull those villagers back into his base earlier so he could have that shifting sands, get that attack going on. And it is seeming like Moore is kind of ignoring this threat of Scarabs by getting this third town center up as well. And now the Terma are going to be hitting these villagers back over here. They're going to be retreating. No problems for them. Again, I think it's just safer to come back onto this back wood line inside of this walled off situation, because all the other wood is really, really bad. We see some cavalry raids coming in now, going to be hitting this location, going after where the berries were, and just yet again, oh no, he spots it, so he's going to be able to probably get a citizen kill here with these cavalry. They do a lot of damage. If he focuses these, he will be able to get a kill, but looks like he's not quite on top of it, and that citizen does manage to sneak out. Going to be able to jump into that manor very soon. And he does get the kill there. So nice play by Kimo in order to do so. Third town center is up as the Spearman's coming over. And still no Citadel just yet for Kimo. And he's moving forward with the Scarab, hitting this location, and he's going for it here. We see a Valor coming in, bunch of units onto this gold mine, sniping Citizen here as they're getting pushed back. Town Center going down for more, who is not advancing or doing anything with his resources, trying to pump them out. We do see one Destroyer here, going to be able to help out quite a bit against these Scarabs with a very low hack armor, but the Town Center falls. Bunch of Citizen on this gold mine do fall as well, as for some reason, Moore is not garrisoning his Citizen here. We see the Stymphalian bird flying overhead, getting sniped by that Pharaoh as well, as this 2-town center segment all in seems to be doing absolute peak damage to Moore. But looks like with all of this damage done, the population is still sitting 130 of 134 more. He's still in a really good position. Does lose a couple more Citizen over here as Moore's not paying attention to this. He needs to garrison these Citizen, but it's another 2 Citizen getting picked off. This economic damage onto Moore may be absolutely huge here. We see a little bit of a raid here, picking off the temple, dropping the relics there. Citadel coming up onto this town center over here. I'd love to see Kimo grab this town center behind all of this pressure if he has the resources to do so. He does not quite, but he could trade for it or something. But now we see Dryads coming in with that temple getting picked off. There's no priest spam that can be coming, so a reactionary push here from Moore is going to be really difficult. Do we see... Nope, we see Osiris on the way for Kimo. This is incredibly smart here. Going to have the Son of Osiris to pick off all of those Dryads. The Stymphalian birds will get picked off in 1 or 2 hits, or probably 2 or 3 hits from the Son of Osiris as well. So any sort of heroic age push is not going to do too much. And meanwhile, the Spearman still raiding. We still don't see a mythic age from Moore, but he is getting very close as we're seeing that 3rd town center shooting back up. And Kimo is still defending. He needs to get that temple up. He's going to miss out on a mummy here, unfortunately. That's a big unit to be missing out on. That's, I mean, it's at the very minimum, it's a 1 unit killed, but he does not get it. Oh no, I tell a lie. There's the temple. He does get the temple out. There's the what was that shockwave? Did I miss something completely? I think I did. But yep, and we see villagers trying to get this up, or we shockwave the villagers to try and delay this. But with the Son of Osiris, the Son of Osiris getting surrounded. We see the mummy coming in, going to be able to pick off that Stymphalian bird there. Very, very nice. So we see the villagers getting pushed off this town center for the time being here. The destroyers over here getting pushed back as well. I'd love to see some axemen here for Kimo instead of continuing with the spearmen. Now the units moving back over onto this location, but the Son of Osiris can help out, pick those off very, very easily. We do see him turning around, picking these guys off in the back. Mummy helping out to pick off those tanky destroyers there. And now Moore has to retreat here. We're seeing a siege workshop coming up now for Kimo. Love to see him get a market up here in the corner as well. Just sneak up into that corner, start walling it off now, and continue to try and grab this town center here. We're seeing Seekers of the Titans coming in though for Kimo at 35%. Do we have a mythic age? No mythic age for Moore. So Kimo is miles in front of Moore in terms of technology right now. There is going to be no possible way that Moore can get mythic age and get a Titan out by the time Kimo's Titan will be in his base. So he has to think of a way to probably just to kill the Titan gate. So I expect to see I forget the god name all the time. I need to look it up. What is it? Helios. He needs to go Helios here and get some sort of line of sight. But I imagine that Kimo will put his Titan Gate down right in the back outside of possible line of sight here. And we're seeing Kimo continuously pushing in here. He does get a lot of damage onto that Son of Osiris. If he opens this up to a gate, he can save that Son of Osiris very, very easily here. See the Titan still turning around. The mummy does get picked off there. There's the Titan Gate for Kimo. And the Camori for Kimo is still chilling up here. Could be getting some raids with that. We still see the Destroyer chilling over here on this location. We see, not paying attention. He's taking a couple more hits of damage there. But Kimo now in the Titan Age still hasn't thrown down his Titan. Unfortunately, this relic hasn't been put into the thing there. And there's the Titan Gate coming down. Do we see Helios? No. Moore's getting irrigation here. How far off is he? He's super far off. He's got no resource in the back, no food here. Only 4 farms, it looks like. No hotel. He's got 8 farms. 10 farms, actually. Quite a bit of food economy. We see the Destroyer coming in here, but does not, only gets 1 little hit there. And now Kimo can just sit in his base and defend this because Moore is going to be attempting to push in here. We see some Axemen coming out for Kimo. Very, very smart because these Destroyers, these Murmillo, they get completely melted by Axemen, and that's going to force a transition to Arcus. which means he can defend very, very easily against that with the Titan helping out. Now, what can Moore do here apart from just maybe if he can get, he is going Helios, so he's going to be going for Helios push. He's going to get the Heck of Gigantes. He's going to get some fires, or probably just destroyers out, to be honest. He should be spamming destroyers here, and Mamillo deleting those Terma and those Arcus and going after this Titan Gate. And basically he just needs to distract somewhere else. So move over onto this fortified Citadel Center with all of his units. Force Kimo to come over to defend against it, and then just as he hits the Mythic Age, be sending in a unit to hit that Vortex on the Titan Gate to get as much damage done as he possibly can, because this is Kimo's only advantage right now. There's the Anvil of Hephaestus captured yet again. For Kimo is going to be attempting to get some more armory upgrades out, and those armory upgrades are so cheap there. 135, 135, 135, or 135, and those are going to be grabbed very, very fast there. And we are seeing, where is Kimo getting gold from? He's got still gold in his home base here, I guess. So nice and defensive. And we are seeing him, he's moving on to this location over here. Already see mercenary cavalry getting built out. Palace trying to go down in the face of him. Relic monkeys here. He needs to start sending them forward there. 80% Helios going after this fortified town center. We've got no Masons, no Architects here for Kimo. So this fortified town center may go down very, very fast. The Relic Monkeys making their way into this location here as these units attempting to retreat away. We're seeing more of these coming in, and there's the Vortex coming in onto this location, but he's too slow. Or is he too slow? Shockwave onto the villages here. We're at 1450 here. Mermillo going to be onto this Titan Gate, starting to hit it. Will he be able to stop it? He does not stop it. The Titan comes out, and Moore is just 5 seconds too slow getting onto that Titan Gate there, and the Titan is alive and well for Kimo. 7,000 damage of pure destruction coming from Moore's base here. Is Moore going for his own advance to the Titan Gate? He is not. He's just getting copper shields. His unit's getting pushed out of this location here, and this Titan is going to be moving forward and completely decimating Moore's base for the foreseeable future here. Killing a Titan is such a mammoth thing that you need to be able to do. But that being said, the big issue for Kimo right now is going to be gold mines. He's going for this town center yet again. And remember, the Titan does take 20 population. Kimo is sitting just above that because he just got the Titan. So any sort of continuous fighting onto this location is going to be important. We see the Heck of Gigantes here going to start bashing away at this location here. Villagers coming over here trying to snipe the forward citizen, and he may be able to do so just before the Palace. No, the Palace gets out. Up there, I should say. Vortex onto this location over here. And the Son of Osiris is caught. Got to be super careful not to get that Heck of Gigantes to hit the Son of Osiris, though, because it will be absolutely brutal there. And as the Son of Osiris retreating away, the Champion Chariot's doing a lot of damage. We see the town center getting taken down there by Kimo here. The town center still trying to get up here as the Fire Siphon doing peak damage, completely destroying this. But the entire army of Moore getting melted here. That is just devastating, and the Heck of Gigantes is going to fall as well. That Son of Osiris managing to get further enough away from there, and now the town center can go up with the help of that Son of Osiris going very, very fast. And Kimo's Titan going to be taking down Moore's Palace here, able to start moving into the base of Moore, into his home base maybe. I mean, you could just sit on this town center and just take the 20 population advantage that he's going to be having. Or I guess just wait for units to come over to prevent that. We do see some Contarius over here going to be hitting the Son of Osiris, and he's actually probably going to be able to pick it off there. It's going to be very, very close. And we see another Vortex onto this location. The town center getting very close to going up, but it's probably not going to be enough. The Fire Siphon turns around, 3,174 HP, and he decides to stop. He could have got it off there. Oh, what a complete mess of a game here. The villagers will escape with... Oh no, he's just going to let them die there. Now the Titan making his way into the home base of Moore, who's making a manor in his base. The Citizen getting pushed off this back gold mine by some Champion Chariot raids here. Kimo was way too active with his units, going after Moore's forward town center now with his Pharaoh. Going to be absolutely... Or he should empower that 100%, otherwise he's never going to get it up. And we are are seeing some mercenary cavalry making over here, but remember, these are not Hathor mercenary. He does not have access to Medjay, as more does lose that town center there. The cavalry coming in going to be able to, well, probably actually don't counter these Contaris that well. We do see some spearmen coming out, but without heavy spearmen, which are coming in, mind you, these heavy Contaris sort of beat the spearmen there. The villagers still trying to get, if that Pharaoh empowered this, he would have got it up. I'm telling you, he's alt-essing the villagers there. It's going to be very close. It's coming up. There's no units attacking this town center. 3,100. There it is. Town center up for Kimo for the first time. Now the Titan can move over and pick off Moore's only remaining town center here, and I'm not seeing it for more. He's still got some Contarius running around. They are Thea Contarius. He's got Poseidon's Secret with them as well, able to run around and pick off a lot of stuff here. But the Titan is going to clean up this fortified town center in devastating fashion. And Moore is going to be down to 0 town centers as he is still searching for some answer to what Kimo has done to him. He does see the fire siphons hitting this location here with only axemen attacking it. They'll still be alive for quite some time, but with some mercenary cavalry coming out, going to be more than enough to pick that off. And now we see some villagers in this location have grabbed the Hesperids tree for Kimo. He starts making dryads here in order to pick off these units, pick off everything else. The Titan just is sitting there idle as Kimo is just twiddling his thumbs, being like, yeah, what can I do now? And Moore in that moment decides to tap out. GG, well played by Kimo. Moore was so close in this game here, but Kimo just played it too well. The Scarab push to delay Moore from getting Mythic Age and then just rushing Titan Age off of 2 town centers. Absolutely key here. Those Spearman raids were huge for Kimo as well. Managed to get a couple of villager kills with them without losing too many of them as well. And that is game number 1 for Kimo. If you are enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.